Smelling good. All right. So today, we switch it up each week. Well, we try to. So today we're gonna go with so since we do it for a week, we're gonna go with two zodiacs a day, okay, that we gonna focus on. All right, we're gonna shuffle these. These are the 12 zodiacs. If you can't see them, they all here. They're all here. All right, we just gonna shuffle this up and grab two. Okay, one from the top, one from the bottom, and that's who we will focus on for today. All right, all right, all right. Okay, let's go. Give us the two zodiac signs that we doing today. First one from the top. Next one from the bottom. Okay, and then we're gonna put these over here for tomorrow. Okay, so these are the two zodiac signs that we're gonna be reading for this AM. Okay, all right, let's see who it is. First up is Cancer. Okay, if you a Cancer, get up in here. All right. Next one is Virgo. Okay. Cancer and Virgo. All right. Let's see what's going on with the Cancer and the Virgo. Okay. First one we're going to do with the Golden Mantra book. All right. We're going to go with the Golden Mantra book first. All right. And then we're going to get the Crystal book. We're going to do two cards from the Lumeria deck. We're gonna answer some questions, get some dates and times, and then we're gonna get some what lies beneath, okay, for each sign. And then of course, we're gonna do some numbers for the collective, numbers and messages for the collective to top it off. All right. All right, give us our first one. We're gonna get three out of this book, three out of the crystal book. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, we're gonna do two this week. Two golden mantras, two crystals. All right, two Lumeria decks. Okay, two Lumeria deck cards. All right, give us the first one. First one is it's a nine. It says, I am no longer my own worst enemy. I am the love of my life. It says, my love, it's time to shower yourself in positive self talk. Become your biggest hype man, right hand, and ace boon coon. Okay? It says, you've spent most of your time speaking down to yourself and questioning your ability to show up in the world the way you truly desire. Like many, this has become your default response when you explore making shifts in your life. Affirm that you are the love of your life. Promise that you will go hard for your happiness and peace. You are no longer your worst enemy, okay? All right, so Cancer and Virgo, we reading for y'all loves. All right, so n- don't be your worst enemy. It's enough enemies out there for everyone. Okay, so don't be your worst enemy. Always talk good to self, okay? Because you yourself, okay? You don't want nobody talking bad to you, so why would you talk bad to yourself, love? Okay, give yourself that love and respect, okay? Cancer and Virgo, that's who we talking to today. All right, a four and a six. Okay, the four and the six. The Virgo is the six, Cancer is a four. Okay. All right. So next we're gonna get another one. All right, for Cancer and Virgo, that's who we are reading for this AM. All right. It's the 17. It says, my greatest good and what is meant for me will never miss me. Okay, know that. It says, my love, how often have you wanted something so badly that you held on to it until it made you sick of life? Ooh, ill with sadness and weighed with distress. You're human. So I'm guessing this has happened. How often have you felt relief that what you once desperately desired was forced out of your life because what followed was more aligned and fulfilling? Okay. It says, whatever you're holding on to, love, it says, whatever you're holding on to, love, please let it go. Let it go with grace. Yes, it is your wait. It says yes. It is a process. Uh-huh. Repeat this affirmation every time you feel yourself getting worked up over something that is not aligned with your highest good. Okay? So don't be trying to force nothing. You know what I'm saying? That'll never work. Okay? You in a situation where you wanting something more than somebody else is wanting it, it's always going to be that turmoil, okay? That push and pull, which you don't need in life. All right, that is so not for you. If somebody doesn't want to be there, let them go. Okay, please. All right, push them the fuck out. All right, let that person go so they can realize what they missing. Okay, because that's really what they need to realize. They think they got some green grass over there, but no, that grass fake as a motherfucker. Okay, pull it up and you will see the dirt. Okay, that's about it. Ain't nothing popping. All right, but yeah, make sure Cancer and Virgo, listen, make sure that you are your best hype man, okay? Make sure you the love of your life, okay? All right, and make sure that you are not shortchanging yourself, okay? And that you are looking for things that are for your greatest good. Don't ever hold on to something that don't want to be held. You understand? Okay. Next, we're gonna get y'all some crystals for today for Cancer and Virgo. That is who we are reading for this AM. Okay. All right. Let's see. First one up is Dumerterite. It says good for brow chakra. Intuitive message. Keep your thoughts and space organized to give you clarity. It says Dumerterite helps you feel connected and grounded to Mother Earth. Dumerterite keeps you focused and helps you expand your mind so that when you begin to receive visions and messages, you will know what to do with them. This is the perfect crystal for people with psychic abilities because it expands your mind yet keeps you centered. Pair Dumerterite with clear quartz to amplify its energy, enabling it enabling it to bring clarity and balance to the brow chakra. Okay, so it's time to figure it out. Okay, you need your space organized, Cancer and Virgo. Okay, keep your head space clear so you don't be, pondering on bull crap. All right, make sure y'all tapping that screen, loves. Okay. So yeah, get you some Dumerterite for your brow chakra. All right, that is that third eye center area. Okay, it is all yeah. You gotta keep a clear headspace, or you will always be just overthinking. Okay, you don't want to do that to yourself. All right, Cancer and Virgo. All right, that 4 and 6. Okay, 46. All right, let's get you your second crystal. All right, your last crystal, because we only doing two crystals. All right. What we got? It says peach moonstone. All right. It says good for sacral chakra. Intuitive message. Take time to rest. Allow healing energy to balance your body. Okay. Peach moonstone exudes gentle energy. It is great for balancing the sacral chakra because it helps you get back in tune with the rhythms of your body. Pair your peach moonstone with rainbow moonstone and bring extra healing to your body. Okay, it's time for some body healing. Okay, I don't know if a Cancer and a Virgo was scrapping or not. I don't know what the hell going on with the Cancer and Virgo, but you got to heal. You got to let your body rest and get that healing energy to balance your body out because your body tired, loves. Okay, give your body that rest that it needs. Okay, whenever it needs it, because otherwise it's just gonna take that time and then it's just gonna shut down your body like, hey, but listen, I'm tired. I told you I was tired yesterday. You ain't do you ain't fuck with me yesterday, but guess what? I'm shutting shit down today. Okay, so Cancer and Virgo, be mindful of how you are using your body and replenish your body. Okay, what you take out, put it back. Okay, you take out some love, put some love back. All right. Yeah, that's what we doing for today. Okay, so peach moonstone and some durumatite for the cancers and Virgos for today. All right. Next, we about to shuffle our Beyond Lumeria deck and get you two cards. All right, collective, we're gonna get you two card. Well, not collective, Cancer and Virgo, because we are reading for Cancer and Virgo today. All right, so let's get some cards for you. All right, okay. All right, give us some cards for the Cancers and Virgos for today. All right, give us the truth. We're going to take that one from the top and that one from the bottom. Okay, we are reading for Cancer and Virgo right now. First one up, it says vulnerability. Okay. Vulnerability. Yeah, right now you may be feeling vulnerable, Cancers and Virgos. Something's going on. Okay, maybe life is throwing you in a loop, okay, and is not clear of what's to come. But just know, think for the best, okay? Always think positive. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever prepare for the worst because that's what you're gonna get, the worst. All right. So prepare for the best. You know what I'm saying? Try that out. Yeah, and being vulnerable in certain situations is a must, okay? In love, there's vulnerability, okay? When you love someone, you're not afraid to show them your vulnerable side, okay? Or it just pops out. Okay, it just pops on out, and it is what it is, but we all become vulnerable in some situations. So make sure you taking time for self, okay? And healing, okay? Clearing out bad stuff so you can get all the good stuff. You know what I mean? Cancer and Virgo, all right? Vulnerability is something that happens in love, okay? We become vulnerable to the people we're around, okay? Family, our closest people that we, interact with. All right, so, take time to heal, okay? Next up, it says a solar plexus chakra. Okay, it's time to deal with that solar plexus chakra. All right, you need to get with you know, your body. You got to get that body in order. Okay, the solar plexus is around the mid area. Okay, and you have to clear that out. Okay, something going on with your gut. Okay, is that what's going on for my Cancer and Virgos? Okay, clear that GI tract out, okay? Yeah, or if you having a gut feeling about something, it's usually right, okay? Don't not acknowledge your feelings, okay? We're gonna get the book so we can get a clearer vision of what the cards are trying to tell us. Okay, we're gonna get the book for our Beyond Lumeria deck, okay, to clarify some things. All right. All righty. All right, let's get this out the way. Okay. So vulnerability is a number 56. Okay, let's see what's going on with vulnerability and what they want to tell you. Okay. 56 is way back here. All right. 56, vulnerability. It says real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depth of your heart, raw truth, compassion for others, removing your armor. Okay. So it's saying you need to remove that armor. If you want to be completely vulnerable with someone, you have to remove the armor, okay? You have to actually be vulnerable, okay? You can't fake vulnerability. It just is what it is, and sometimes it comes out when you don't want it to come out. Like, oh, shit, yeah. It says our vulnerability can be one of the greatest gifts we can share. It can also be the hardest. Yeah. It says in our society, we are conditioned to put on a facade to be strong, even in times of difficulty. Okay, it says being vulnerable is one of the strongest things you can be. Mm-hmm. And it because it's your raw truth, it's your raw emotions, it's you in the raw. Okay, it's like you're naked in front of a million people. Okay, vulnerability is something that's just like, dang. Okay, but in love, it's a must. Okay, you can't be faking in love. Okay, because it's never gonna work. All right. Next, we gonna see what the solar plexus chakra has to say to you. All right, that's a number 4. We got a 56 and a 4. Okay, where'd you go? Okay, here we go. It says a personal power, independence, self-discipline, confidence, assertiveness, decision making, belief, intellectual capabilities, expression of will, bringing ideas into reality. Okay, so yeah, your solar plexus chakra is like, listen, what is that song by LMA? I had a gut feeling. Okay, yeah, sometimes you just get that gut feeling that you either need to change or something just ain't right. Okay, so follow your gut. Your solar plexus chakra is always gonna hit you. Okay, it's gonna give you that butterflies or that doom and gloom feeling. Okay, so pay attention to your solar plexus chakra. It says the solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of our being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings our passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you are taking up space, and insecurity based competitiveness. It says, allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides within this center and be energized, motivated, fueled with inspiration, enthused, and clear minded. Okay. So you can bring forth more of yourself and what you wish to bring to birth in the world. Okay. As you discover a deep and real sense of self empowerment, you can confidently lift others in celebration. Okay. Differences in shifting hierarchy paradigms into collective co-creation. Okay, so it's time to figure out what's going on with your solar plexus chakra. What is it telling you? Okay, what gut feeling is it giving you? Cancer and Virgo, you need to work on your solar plexus chakra. Okay, listen to your will center. It's telling you which way to go, but sometimes we don't listen to our bodies, and then the body be like, well, hey, I warned your ass. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Yeah. So for our cancers, okay, and Virgos, it's time for your questions, love. Okay. What's going on for the cancers and Virgos for today? All right. That is who we are reading for, cancers and Virgos. Give us some answers to their questions. All right. What questions do you have, love? Cancers and Virgos. Okay, this is the reading for Cancers and Virgos today. All right. All right, give us the truth. All right, what does Cancer and Virgo need to know today? Give us some answers for Cancer and Virgo. What are your questions, love? Give us some questions. All right. All right. Okay, let's see what you got. All right, first one up. Second, third. You got 3 answers, Cancer and Virgo. Okay, so ask your questions, love. All right, first question. It says it's not yet certain, okay? So whatever you ask, maybe you need to tweak it, work on it, okay? Put that work in if you haven't already. But yeah, it's not yet certain, but you can make it certain. Okay, it's about what action you put in. All right. Next question, Cancer and Virgos. All right. It says it is not for you. Okay. So let that shit go. Whatever it is. All right. Whatever you just asked. Okay. Let it go. It's not for you. And it will continue to not work if it's not for you. Okay. It just won't work. All right. All right. Give us our last question. All right, our last answer, okay, for the Cancers and Virgos for this AM. It says it will happen in the best way possible. Okay, so whatever that question was, it's gonna happen in the best way possible. Okay, whatever it is, if it's a breakup, it's gonna happen in the best way possible. If it's a reunion, it's gonna happen in the best way possible. If you're meeting somebody new, that's gonna happen in the best way possible. Okay, for Cancer and Virgo, that's who we reading for right now. The 4 and the 6. Okay. All right. So let's see. We're gonna get some what's lies beneath. All right, for Cancer and Virgo today. Put some cards for what lies beneath for Cancer and Virgo. All right, what they don't know, what they should know that's going on. All right, give us some cards for Cancer and Virgo. All right, what's going on, Cancer and Virgo? Okay, give us the truth. What is going on for Cancer and Virgo this AM that they don't know that they should know? Okay, that everybody else damn know, but they don't know. Okay, give us some cards for Cancer and Virgo. All right, what is going on, loves? All right, what we got? The health jar tipped. All right, something going on with the Cancer and Virgo's health. Okay. All right. Yeah, so be mindful. All right, be mindful of your health. Go to the doctor, check it out. You get an ache of pain, check it out. Okay. So what we got? It says, I hate nothing about you. Private relationship. Red lipstick stains. Okay. Okay, so somebody is in a private relationship with a Cancer or a Virgo that they hate nothing about, but somebody is being, promiscuous. All right, that red lipstick stains. Maybe somebody got caught cheating, okay, on a Cancer or a Virgo, or maybe a Cancer and a Virgo are in a relationship and one of them got caught cheating on each other, or maybe both of them was cheating. I don't know, but it says I hate nothing about you in a private relationship, but they still messing with other people. Okay, so all right. Cancer and Virgo. What's going on, love? All right, give us some cards. We're going to clarify this for the Cancers and Virgos. All right, give us some cards for what is going on for Cancer and Virgo in this situation. All right, give us the truth. What is going on for the Cancers and Virgos? All right. What's going on with I hate nothing about you for Cancer and Virgo? Give us some cards that's telling us what I hate nothing about you, okay, for Cancer and Virgo for this AM. Give us some cards. All right. Okay, Cancer and Virgo. What is going on? All right. All right. So, first up, it says Pluto transformation. Okay, somebody's having a transformation because they hate nothing about you, Cancer or Virgo. Okay, they saying they hate nothing about you and they're gonna transform for you. Okay, they want a reunion with a soul tie. Okay, a Cancer or a Virgo, or maybe these two signs together want a reunion of a soul tie. Okay, there was a detour. Okay, fate stopped some shit. Okay, stopped it right in its tracks. All right, it says detour. Divine intervention came into play. All right, and now it's time for liftoff, fast action, progression forward. Okay, Cancer and Virgo. So yeah, you're gonna be reunited with your twin flame. Okay, for yeah, it's a twin flame, and then it says toxicity, bound patterns. Okay, it's time to break those chains. Okay, Cancer and Virgo. Okay, break that toxic pattern with this twin flame, okay? Because it's no good. It's not helping you, okay? Toxicity is never going to heal nothing, okay? Yeah, and divine timing is at play. So trust, okay? Whatever is happening today, it's for your highest good, okay? Maybe it's some shit popped off, okay? It's a lightning, okay? That look like some shit struck, something happened, okay? And now it's time for you to lift off. All right, you reunited with somebody, okay? And you felt you hate nothing about them, okay? but it turned into some shit. Okay, detour, lightning strike. Okay, and now it's time for liftoff with a twin flame. Okay, and that, toxicity, that bound patterns and shit, you got to break that. Okay, let it go and trust. Okay, trust divine timing that this will all work out in your highest good, because you don't need that toxic situation or situations. Okay, what's going on with private relationship for Cancer and Virgo? All right, give us some cards for Cancer and Virgo for private relationship. All right, give us some cards for the private relationship for Cancer and Virgo. All right. Okay. All right, what we got? Okay, yeah, somebody wants an integration with the private relationship, okay? They hate nothing about, all right? They want union, all right? They want union with the person that they hate nothing about, that they had a private relationship with, okay? May it be a Cancer or a Virgo, all right? Yeah, they want stability, harmony, and flow, okay? In this part, they want this relationship to remain private so that it can, flow in harmony or whatever they got going on. All right. Yeah. And somebody's watching, inspecting, okay, spying on this Cancer or this Virgo to see who they in a private relationship with. But if it's a private relationship, let that person have their privacy, because obviously they don't want nobody to know about their relationship, because it might not work out. All right. Yeah. It's a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, maybe they were in a private relationship with an air sign. Okay. So, yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius was in a private relationship with a Virgo, with a Virgo or a Cancer. Okay. Yeah. And they hated nothing about this person. They tried to keep it private, but people was in their business. So it didn't, never stay private. All right. Yeah. And they're having memories of nostalgia about this person. Okay, maybe this air sign is, or the Virgo and Cancer are. Okay. Yeah. It says comfort zone, south node. Okay. Clinging. Okay. Somebody is clinging to this air sign. Like, listen, I just wanted to be no. Okay. Yeah. But, yeah, somebody wants it to be a private relationship with a Virgo, Cancer, or in the air sign. Okay, so that's what we got in the private relationship. They said they had stability, okay, and they was in a comfort zone when they start doing bullshit. Okay, they south node clinging to whatever they were clinging to. Okay, yeah, because they were having red lipstick stains all over the damn place. Okay, give us some cards for red lipstick stains for Cancer and Virgo. All right, give us some cards for Cancer and Virgo. All right. Okay. All right, what we got? All right, first up, it says assistant spirit guides. Okay, maybe your spirit guides came to you and like, yo, you ain't see that lipstick on the collar? Like, yo, okay. Excuse me, for a Cancer or Virgo, maybe they seen the lipstick, their ancestors told them or pointed it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, look at that. Okay. All right, a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Got some assistance, okay? Or maybe that's who they were with, okay? A earth sign, all right, and they were cheating, okay? Because this is the red lipstick stains. That's a cheating card, okay? Yeah, and somebody spilling the beans. Okay, revealing the secrets, cats out the bag, that this person was untrustworthy. Okay, maybe a Cancer or a Virgo or an earth sign. Okay, that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So yeah, yeah, and somebody's vulnerable. Okay, we saw the vulnerability. All right, somebody is feeling vulnerable. All right, an earth sign. All right, is feeling vulnerable. All right, about the situation. Maybe they like, oh, I don't know why I cheat. I just cheat. Oh shit. Okay, and they want to transcend this vulnerability, okay, and have some unity with someone. All right, a Virgo or a Cancer, okay, and or an earth sign. And then we got an air sign in here too. So yeah, it's a lot going on. All right, and somebody was limited by their fears, okay? You can't do and you can't move forward if you're fearful. All right. You don't have no faith in it. So you're going to be fearful. All right. Yeah. Somebody fears that you are going to your north node, your purpose, your cosmic purpose. Okay. Yeah, that's where everybody should be going. Okay, striving to get to. So yeah, and somebody felt limited in getting there, but no, yeah. Oh, probably because they was having all these sexual tactics, gaining attention, lured by temptation. Okay, they was lured by the siren call. Okay, yeah, the siren call made them go into that infidelity thing they was doing. Okay, yeah. And they missed out on their wish fulfillment by doing that. Okay. All right. So, maybe you live and you learn. Maybe the divine will have another for you. I don't know. Yeah, but you got to have the courage to change, or you're just going to be stuck in those cycles of infidelity, lipstick stains, cheating, okay? Everybody just cheating on everybody, okay, in that situation. All right, with a Virgo and a Cancer, a air sign and a earth sign. All right. So, yeah. That's crazy. Okay, well, so let's get some times and dates for the Virgo and Cancers. All right. Give us some times and dates when these things may be popping off for you, okay? But or some times and dates for you to jot down on that calendar, okay? All right, Cancer and Virgo. Give us some times and dates for the Cancers and Virgos. All right. Give us the truth, okay? Give us the truth. Give us some times and dates for Cancers and Virgos, all right? When they should expect things to start moving forward for them. All right. Thank you. Where'd it go? Where'd the damn card went? I know I saw it go. Oh, oh, I see it. Okay. All right. Anything on the flow? All right. Nope. Okay. What we got for dates and times? Okay, the first one it says by the end of the week. Okay, by the end of the week, these things will be happening. Okay, somebody hates nothing about somebody, they want a reunion. Okay, but it was toxic. Okay, in a private relationship with an air sign. Okay, they want stability with this person, but they were in their comfort zone. Okay, so by the end of the week, assistance will be needed, okay, or given. Somebody spilling the beans about a earth sign. All right. Yeah, it says next couple of years. Damn. Okay. All right. And then it says it's time to move forward. Okay. And that is now 7 days, 7 minutes, 7 hours. It's time to move forward because this situation has become toxic. Okay. And that's never good for anyone. Okay. Yeah. Step back from the situation and gain perspective because you don't want to hurt yourself and you don't want to hurt others. So, don't be with nothing that's gonna hurt you. All right. 51, 41 in a 7. Okay. So yeah, an hour, about 45 to an hour. All right. Hopefully everybody all right, because it looked like some fights was going on in the beginning, like some turmoil and shit. But just just get it together, okay, Cancer and Virgo. I love you. I want to see you again tomorrow. Okay. So work things out. Okay. If you need to step away from a situation, do that because it's for your highest good. You don't want to be in something that's going to bring you turmoil and chaos every day. Like, what the fuck is that? You don't want that, love. Okay. You want peace and harmony. All right. Unless you into that shit, then hey, do you? Okay. Yeah. Give us some cards for the collective to top this reading off. We just need some numbers and some messages. Okay, this is for everyone. This is a top off. All right, for everyone. Numbers and messages. All right, give us the truth. All right, give us some. numbers and messages for the collective, all right? Give us some numbers and messages for, some money, some messages, whatever you want to throw out there. Give us some numbers and messages for the collective, all right? Thank you. What is turned over? Okay. All right. What we got? All right, hold on. Something fell. Okay. It's a lot of damn cards. Okay. What we got? Okay, at number 9 is first. It says, believe in yourself. Have courage to continue. Okay. Like I said, it seemed like it was some turmoil going on between a Cancer and a Virgo. All right. So, it's time to move on, get healed up. Okay. Like I said, I saw some fights going on. Get healed up and, move forward because you don't want to do that every day. Like, what the hell? Yeah. And then there's some communication. It says take action on your ideas. Life is moving ahead, okay? And so should you. All right. You should be moving forward. All right. All right. So that's a 9 and a 8. And then we got a 7, okay? It says, guard against deceit and concealment. Okay, somebody was stealing. Okay, thought they wasn't gonna get caught. Okay, maybe somebody caught that ass and tore them up. Okay, whooped them with them other two swords. All right, so don't be out here taking people shit because people work hard for their stuff. Don't do that. Yeah. And like I said, it was some conflict going on. Yeah, it says learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. Okay. Yeah, after today, maybe you should try to be on the more positive side. Okay. Shit done popped off. And now everybody looking crazy. Okay. Yeah. All right. Next is a 3. It says the Empress. Be happy with the results of your actions, okay? Whatever you chose to do, be happy with it, okay? That was your choice. All right. And if you're not happy with your choice, change it. You hear that? Some shit done popped off, okay? I knew it. I can feel it, okay? It's a whole bunch of turmoil. Motherfuckers is in chaos right now, and shit ain't right. Okay? Yeah. All right, you got another 5. It says temperance. Seek balance and create a calm atmosphere. Okay, so right now everybody need to calm the fuck down. Okay, what happened has happened, but we need to go forward. We need to move forward. Okay, what's the next step? All right, after that. All right, 9, it's the moon. It says be careful of seeing things that are not there. Okay, somebody maybe jumped to a conclusion and shit popped off. All right. Yeah, and that's the truth. It says speak your mind to solve your problems. Okay, so maybe somebody out here got to write a statement. I don't know, but I heard all them damn sirens, and it just happened out of nowhere after we talking about what's going on. Okay, yeah, somebody had a lot of options. Okay, they got a number 7. Okay, maybe 7 of them. Okay, somebody had a lot of options and they dipped in all them cups. Okay, they got a lot of different situations going on. Okay, it says step back from everything to gain perspective. Okay, right now, somebody got to step back. Like I'm saying, you got to take yourself out of this situation because it's not good. All right, Cancer and Virgo, it just feel like I'm talking to y'all, but it's for everybody. Okay, yeah. All right, next you got move from problems and be mindful what you take. Okay, leave all that shit. Fuck it. Okay, all it's gonna be is a bunch of memories. Okay, start the fuck over. All right, number 6, start over. Like, no, don't take nothing. Okay, but yourself, and if you got kids, take them too. Okay, fuck that. Yeah. Number 2, okay, it says trust your own counsel first, okay? Know that you need to go within before you go outside of yourself asking questions about what you should be doing, okay? Know what you need to know and move forward, okay? You done got all you need to know about this situation today, okay? It popped off in flames, and now it's up to you to move forward, okay? Remove yourself from the situation. I don't care if you love somebody. If you love somebody, that shouldn't be a thing where I sit and take your bullshit because I love you. Fuck that. No, if you love me, you wouldn't put me through the bullshit, okay? Think in all different perspectives, okay? Don't just take one perspective because that's only one side of it, okay? You got to put yourself in different shoes, okay, to gain perspective in other areas, okay? All right, yeah. Yeah. It says it has ended and finished for the better or worse, okay? Whatever it was, it's done. Okay, if you go back, you might not come back. Okay, I don't know, but the situation has popped off in a horrible outcome. Okay, what the hell? That shit was horrible, and nobody that was in it liked it. Okay, yeah. All right, and then you got a number 8. Okay, it says the star. Yeah, it says all your dreams are coming true. Okay, remove yourself from a turmeric situation. Okay, I don't even know if that's a word. Okay, but I meant turmoil. Okay, you don't want to be in something that has turmoil every day. That's just anxiety, just building up. And then you think about, hey, don't think about that. Okay, because I want to see you tomorrow. All right, love, be a star. Okay, all your dreams coming true. So just make the steps that you need to make because it seemed like it's a bad situation that you can get out of. You don't have to go back that way. Move forward. Okay? Even if you got to move forward with self, okay? Go. All right? Preserve yourself because obviously somebody don't give a fuck about you. Okay? And they don't care what the fuck going on. They just want what they want, okay? And they're not thinking about the consequences that they'll have to face in about a couple hours, okay? Cuz shit ain't right. All right. So, yeah, hopefully y'all got that, and I would love to see y'all tomorrow. Well, you need to come tomorrow because we doing two different zodiac signs. We don't know who they will be yet, but today it was for Cancer and Virgo. All right. So, Cancer and Virgo, move forward, loves. It's time. Okay. If you in a turmeric situation, move forward. No, nobody needs that because what you experienced is only half of what can happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that anymore. No, cuz love don't hurt like that. Love don't hurt nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? So move forward, loves. I love y'all and get it together. Do what you got to do for self and for your children, for whoever, you care for, you know. All right? I love y'all. Be good, be careful, and most of all, be you, okay? Because it's only one you, and you is the shit, love, okay? So, yeah, move forward, baby. Cancer and Virgo. Peace. And peace. And peace. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be careful. And be you, okay? At all times.